Hi, once again, this is Brother Teacher. Most of you, as it relates to martial arts, probably are familiar with the martial arts instructor on YouTube. Very popular instructor, I might add, Master Wong. Master Wong is a celebrity on YouTube. He has over 2 million subscribers to his channel. And he's been around for quite a while. He's very animated about his instruction and very passionate, you can tell. However, I watched Ramsey Dewey in sort of a YouTube battle back and forth with the legitimacy, if you will, of some of the things that Master Wong was doing as it related to self-defense in a practical sense. And I sort of weighed in on one of those particular commentaries of Dewey Ramsey. Now, I'm going to say again, I'm a YouTube creator, I'm a commentator, and I'm going to give my viewpoint. This is not an attempt to discourage anyone, to attack anyone. I am entitled to give my viewpoint based on my knowledge firsthand and my experience and my teaching, and also based on logic and truth. So as it relates to Master Wong, kudos to him. He's a great personality on YouTube. Beforehand, I'm saying this, and I'm not attacking him, but there are some things that I have seen as it relates to his self-defense videos that I question. And one of those things that I'm passionate about is someone attacking you in a street situation with a knife. Now, all of you that are watching me that may be a novice or a beginner in the martial arts or even in self-defense, please comprehend this. Some things, some techniques from some styles and systems require years to master. They just simply do, because they are very technical. Other things you can teach an individual for self-defense that they can use tomorrow, right now, concepts and certain principles. I believe in this one particular video that Master Wong posted for knife defense, it's not practical for the average person, man, woman, or even child. When someone attacks you with a knife is a personal weapon. They're not going to afford you the opportunity to retaliate against them. If they want something from you in terms of money or your goods or what have you, they're going to be very demanding and aggressive. They're not going to hold a knife to you in most instances and say, give me your money and so forth. It could happen. It has happened. But in most instances, if you do not comply instantly, chances are you're going to end up being stabbed, and probably several times. I don't have a knife with me, but I'm just going to use for this karate from my desk session. Let's take this ink pen for example. If a man walks up to you, let's say, and say, give me your money, he already has the intent of stabbing you, because the knife is a personal weapon. It's not like a gun. You can accidentally pull the trigger. You can stand at a distance and hold a gun on someone. But a knife, people have to get into your space. They have to encroach upon your personal space in order to be effective with the knife. So someone comes up to you with a knife, give me your money. If you don't respond the way they want you to, they're starting to stab you. It's just that simple. That's just the world that we are in, and you must comply. If you are afraid and you have no prior self-defense or martial arts training, give them what they want. Even if you have martial arts training and you don't feel like you have an advantage, give them what they want and walk away and live to see another day. Don't try to be a hero. Don't try to execute fancy techniques, because it's going to get you crippled, maimed, or even killed, because knives are very, very dangerous. You're talking about a weapon that's bladed, that can enter into your flesh, and that can damage organs and blood vessels and create shock on your side and you panic, you can end up bleeding out. You must understand this. It's not something to take lightly. So in Master Wong's knife demonstration, he didn't say that it's for advanced people. He didn't say that it was for black belts. He didn't say that it was for beginners. He is demonstrating that knife defense as if it was for everyone. And it makes no practical sense at all. I'm going to leave that link to that video in the comment section below, and I want you to watch it for yourself and to keep in mind what I'm telling you right now. When someone holds a knife up to you, they already are desperate for whatever it is that they're demanding of you. They're not going to play with you, and they have no problem cutting or stabbing you. So for you to try to grab the knife hand and try to put them in a wrist lock or a Nikio or whatever while they have a knife, it's not going to work that way. It's like the prison mentality. They call them shanks commonly. When they come up to you, they're going to be jugging you with the knife. They're not going to come at you with one thrust as if you're doing a demonstration in a martial arts setting, a controlled environment. It's not going to work that way. They're not going to come one thrust and you can execute a Aikido move or a jiu-jitsu move. It's not going to work that way. Now remember what I said a moment ago. I said unless you have many years of training in the martial arts for these technical situations, chances are for the average person it's not going to work. You want to be simple and direct in a fight. When someone comes to you, you want to immobilize their arm if you can, and then you want to start attacking vital spots on their body, causing a shock factor to them so that they don't even have the wherewithal or the mentality anymore to even think about stabbing you. So you have to be aware of your opponent. You have to be aware of your surroundings. You can't walk around nonchalant from day to day, because that's not the world we live in any longer. We live in an ever increasing violent world. It's that simple, ladies and gentlemen. So somebody comes at you with a knife, that alone will cause you to freeze for a moment. Very rarely will you see a situation they hold a knife and you put your hands up like this and then they're looking at you looking at the knife, thinking that you might attempt to do something. And they are prepared because they are the ones that's demanding something from you. And chances are you're going to end up being possibly wounded or even fatally wounded if you try to resist. So make sure you know what you know. And if you don't know what you should know, give them what they want. Remember what they look like. When they walk away, call the police, the appropriate authorities, give them a description, and go on with your life. It's really that simple. Don't try to be fancy in a situation like that. So I love Master Wong. He's a good YouTube personality, but let me tell you this. Sometimes people just have a knack for doing videos and they have that followership or subscribership on YouTube, but it does not mean that they don't do things sometimes that are not practical as it relates to martial arts. You have to be the better person, and you have to sit and look thoroughly and discern. Is that practical? Would that work? Would it work for me? Anyone can do something with a partner that they know very well, and you can rehearse something and it looks good on film or on video. But it translates totally different in a street confrontation because it's unpredictable and it's unstaged, unchoreographed. It hasn't been practiced. It just happens just like that. Okay, brother teacher, let me know what you think about this video and the one that I'm going to leave in the comment section below. And please leave your comments. I'm out.